I switched to Geico Motorcycle Insurance and started saving money. With that taken care of, now I can think about deep, important things. Like how come it's a pair of pants when there's only one of them? A real brain teaser. But hey, at least saving money with Geico Motorcycle is as easy as pie. What does that mean, anyway?
Geico Motorcycle Insurance. See how much you could save.
In the time you've spent listening to this radio spot, you could have completed and submitted an entire expense report with a simple picture of your receipt. That's all it takes for you to get back to work and for your business to run more efficiently. To learn more and discover all the ways Concur helps manage your company's expenses, just go to tryconcur.com for a free test drive.
Why lawmakers are questioning the sodium content in school meals. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
The Environmental Quality Incentives Program, or EQIP, is a continuous sign-up program allowing landowners or operators to apply for financial and technical assistance for many types of conservation practices. And USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service in Florida has made it easy to get more details. Just log on to www.fl.nrcs.usda.gov. You'll find state resource concerns along with links to more detailed information on the overall EQIP program. Or you can simply stop by your local USDA NRCS office.
As beef and dairy producers, we are committed to producing the safest, highest quality food for folks here in the U.S. and around the world. This is Baxter Black, here to remind you that your Beef Quality Assurance Program plays a big role in leading the way to identifying the best practices, like cattle handling techniques, to produce safe, wholesome beef from pasture to plate. So learn more by visiting bqa.org. Paid for by the Beef Checkoff.
The school meal standard for decreasing sodium in school meals is slated for 2017.
The research is clear that the amount of salt in school foods needs to be decreased.
Dr. Eduardo Sanchez with the American Heart Association says there are 3 science-based reports backing that up.
The 2010 Institute of Medicine report clearly laid out overwhelming evidence in support of the sodium standard. The dietary guidelines released that same year and the preliminary 2015 guidelines reaffirmed the need for all Americans to reduce their salt intake.
And a report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention
says that 9 in 10 children eat too much salt, which puts them at risk for developing high blood pressure that can lead to heart disease and stroke before they even become adults.
The next phase of sodium reduction lowers the level by an average of 300 milligrams, which is equal to the amount of salt in just one pickle. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
A lot of people think I'm superstitious. I never step on cracks. I never keep black cats on the ranch. I never open umbrellas indoors, not even in the barn. And I never let a young calf go unvaccinated. Because young calves are up against a whole lot more than you think. And I'm not just talking about bad luck, but stuff that even their mama's milk can't protect them from in the long run. Like BVD type 1B, the most common subtype of BVD in infected calves. That's why I vaccinate them with Pyramid 5 Plus Pre-Sponse SQ. It's the only approved combination vaccine that protects calves from BVD type 1B respiratory disease for at least 217 days. Plus, its viral and bacterial protection shields the unluckiest of calves. Even my doomed number 13 calf. Talk with your Boehringer Ingelheim Vetmedica Inc. representative today. Learn more at bi-vetmedica.com/cattle.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Black Cow composted cow manure is a terrific organic soil amendment. We start with cow manure from dairy farms and then compost it a full 90 days. The result is an all-natural, dark, rich soil amendment that's great for everything you grow. Flowers, vegetables, shrubs, trees, and lawns too. Look for Black Cow in the bright yellow and black bag at your favorite nursery or garden center.
Black Cow, the mature manure, Black Cow.
WOCA. to hear is the fusion of entertainment and enlightenment. This is the Glenn Beck Program.
Holy cow. Hey, here's some good news for the American people. Half of the houses that received subsidies to help pay for health insurance premiums last year under the Affordable Care Act are going to have to repay some of that.
Wait, what?
What? No, don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it. It's just a little clerical error with the government. Not a big deal. The average person is only going to have to pay $794 back to the federal government. And I know if I'm on health care through the government, what I've got is loads of money.
Mm-hmm.
I've got $794 sitting around in like 6 different drawers.
Oh, yeah, you're just going to pull out one of those drawers.
Oh, $794. Just write a check, honey. Let's just get past that. Don't worry about it.
And look, half of people might not have to do that. So think about that success.
Yeah. So if you've got insurance through the government, congratulations. You may be part of the 50% that didn't, save $2,500 per family, but you don't have to pay an additional $800 for this crap. So
it just gets better and better all the time.
Doesn't it? The good thing, too, is that if some people, if the average is $800, there's a lot of people paying $1,000, $1,500, maybe $2,000, $3,000 back. Imagine that you're going to file your taxes. You're not thinking you're going to have to dump another $3,000 into
How pissed would you be? How pissed? And,
oh, my gosh.
And then
we have to cover those. If you get a big, huge tax bill from Obamacare, you've got to call in. We've got to do stories on this.
Then you'd think back on Obama last week saying, it's working better than I thought. Better than I expected it.
Every argument against it has been proven wrong. Exactly. Really?
Exactly.
We didn't talk about this?
Every one of them has been true. And we talked about that. But all of them have been proven true.
So anyway, don't worry about it. This is only a preliminary look from the New York Times. It could be more than 50%. But it's definitely 50%. So congratulations. If you thought you might be getting a return or you thought, hey, that health care is free. Not so much. On average, $794 that you're going to have to pay in additional taxes.
Well, there's nothing that people...
But don't worry, you have until April 15th to do it.
Good. There's nothing that people who are on government assistance like to do more than lump sum payments. Oh, they love that. They're so capable of paying it.
When you can pay $794, which might be your rent or double the amount of rent that you pay, there's nothing better than writing a big check like that.
Oh,
because people will say all the time, they'll be on government assistance. They'll be like, why don't I just pay my rent a couple of months in advance?
Yeah.
That happens all the time. You know what? Can I just write a check for the full year? Let me just do that.
A lot of landlords are like, I can't take 3 years advance rent.
Right.
I can't.
It happens.
Need to pay
I don't know
monthly.
if I'm going to be here in 3 years, so that's the only thing stopping me from writing a 3 year in advance check on my rent. That happens all the time. So that's good news. So Pat, I came in this morning and Pat was a little peaked, and I found out why just a few minutes ago. He said, I didn't sleep at all last night. And I said, were you in pain? Is your back? He, of course, said yes. But then I found out, no. He was up all night watching.
Because of the pain in my back, I just gave up on sleep, and I went upstairs. And turned on the TV where nobody was around. And I turned it on Netflix, and I saw Walking Dead was all queued up. And I thought...
It was all queued up.
It was all queued up.
It's
just ready to go. One after another for some reason. I don't know why.
No.
Never happened. It's the first time ever.
It's weird, yeah. Okay.
And I thought...
all queued up.
Well, Glenn says this is great. Jeffy says this is great. Everybody says this is great. I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It's great, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh. It's horrifying.
Yeah,
horrific, but compelling, like few television shows ever.
Oh, my gosh.
It's awful and yet brilliant.
Wait until you get to the cannibalism in third season.
When you don't see R-rated movies, and then you watch that, which is
my gosh,
probably the equivalent or very close to it. The violence is unbelievable.
No, it's M. It's rated MA.
Yeah, you wouldn't want kids to see this. I mean, the violence.
Oh my gosh, no.
Well,
Kids would
it's
be
crazy.
Kids would. I can't believe there are people that watch it with their kids.
Sure.
I can't believe. Don't put that into your kid's head. I mean, I question about putting it into my head.
Yeah.
Don't put it into your kid's head.
I question very strongly.
As spry
Well, I
as
will tell you. I don't know how far are you into it.
4 episodes.
So you haven't seen anything yet. What is amazing?
If I haven't seen anything yet,
You're a newbie.
I can't handle this series.
Oh,
I kept thinking, okay,
you will be.
I can't do this.
Just one more.
The first one ground me down. All right, I'm going to watch one more, just to make sure.
Right.
Maybe it gets better.
Right. And the third one.
By the fourth one, I'm like, okay, I'm going to work.
All right.
But it was.
But there will be a time when you will wake up again and you'll be like, I'm going to try that again.
Oh my God.
It becomes crack.
will.
I just caught up. I'm now just caught up to the season. It's the season finale next Sunday, and I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I don't want to wait.
It's exciting.
It is so well done. But the amazing thing is I watch it in a different way. If you're watching this just for pure entertainment, God bless you. I don't know how you do it, and it must be nice to live in the world that you live in. I don't live in that world. I'm taking notes. I'm like, okay, we got to remember to do that. All right, that was a bad idea. Don't go there.
You're
in
taking
case
notes
of the
for the total
apocalypse.
collapse of society.
And you know what's worse is I keep looking at it and going, you guys are wusses, man. You're wusses. When it happens in real life, they're not going to be walking around dummies just trying to stumble into you and gnaw on your arm.
No, they're going to be faster, quicker, and they're going to be thinkers.
Yes.
They're not going to be walkers.
Right.
They're going to be runners and thinkers.
Yeah. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got it easy compared to the way I think the world's going to break down. That's like, hey, I can handle that. I seen The Walking Dead. You ain't seen nothing yet. But what the
It's
nice
bleak,
thing,
though, boy. I mean, you can.
No, it's bleak.
And that's how it would. Obviously, there's not going to be zombies walking around, but if there were a total economic collapse or an EMP, that kind of thing.
well, you will.
It would be bleak.
You will be
It would
struck.
be awful.
I know the
It
way
would
you.
be.
I know the way you think, and we think an awful lot alike. And so, you will spend the seasons watching it, thinking, I don't know if I can bury that many people.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could bury that many people. What will my children be like if they go through this? You will also get to by the end of the first season, you will say, where is God here? Where is God? And not questioning him, but questioning, was there nobody that believed in God that survived?
only at the very beginning that I've seen. The first guy that he runs into that helps him.
Yes.
They say a prayer over a meal.
Yes.
Over beans.
Yeah. And that's really up until what, the third season? That's really kind of the only.
Is that it? Is that the only reference?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no God. And so when you.
So obviously it's going to be much more bleak.
Yes.
If there's no God
because there's
involved.
nobody. But by the third season, they start to. I shouldn't say that. When they get to the farm. When they get to the farm, there is somebody there who is a very godly man. And he is like, look, we're here. And we're going to make it, and it's going to be good, and because God is, with us, and so he when I don't want to give too much, but when he's around, it's the entire thing. He brings everybody together, and you can see how important God would be in that situation. True belief in God, not some magical mystical thing, but look. Yes, we're in a bad trial, but God is with us, and we'll see how important that is.
I will say that faith was tested greatly.
Yes, it was.
As the rest of the seasons go on.
Yes, it was.
This is a fascinating conversation. There's a little window into how you watch television. I mean, it's bizarre. You're trying to get tips on the apocalypse from a zombie show?
Yes.
What about just watching a show because it's a good show? What about enjoying the entertainment because it's an entertainment product?
I don't know how you watch it that way because it is so dark.
It's so dark. It's so dark. I don't think I could watch it that way.
Golly, it's dark.
Why are you watching it at all? Are you really going for tips?
Because no. I am looking at it as a study because I really think it's accurate on how, especially as you get to the later seasons, I think it is very accurate on how you would change.
How people's attitudes would change.
You go through so much. If you catch up, when you get up to this point, you see that they are people that have dramatically changed
And in some ways for the better. In other ways, they've really lost who they were, and they've lost. But they are, I mean, the son at one point gets to where they are now, and he's like, I don't like these people, Dad. They're going to get us all killed. They're all soft. They're soft. And when I watched it, I was like, honestly, you could take out the zombies and you could take out the level of violence, and you could say that now about is somebody who moves from Israel and moves to the United States. Right? They would move from Israel to the United States, and they'd be like, these people are going to get us all killed. They don't even see what's coming. They're all soft. I don't like it here. That's the way, that's the way you would be. When we went over to
Somebody
Israel.
Who moves here from an Eastern Bloc nation would be like that.
Yes.
Who's experienced communism.
And are. And so,
and they do.
Yeah, they do.
You fundamentally change, but it's not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, you look at people like us who are ringing the bell of warning and saying, guys, we are in trouble. History repeats itself. We're in trouble. I just saw something. We're doing a special on the Armenian genocide, and it's the next root. And the reason why we're doing it is because it is the root of what's happening now in the Middle East. And I don't want to give too much here because I'm not ready to. I'm not prepared to give it to you yet. But I just want to read this. Somebody sent this to me. Pat or Stu says, "You read things, you watch things like that. Why don't you just enjoy it?" Because this is what a friend sent me at 2 a.m. this morning.
A different friend, not the one who was binging on Walking Dead.
If the Turks were punished, Hitler might have had a tougher job. Okay, so I'm writing him last night about the Armenian genocide. And the NSA is just go ahead, tap into my email. You'll all be crying yourself to sleep. Anyway, this is what he said. My decision, this is 1939, this is Hitler. My decision to attack Poland arrived last spring. Originally, I feared that the political constellation would compel me to strike simultaneously England, Russia, France, and Poland. Even this risk would have had to be taken. Ever since the autumn of 38, and because I realized Japan would not join us unconditionally, and that Mussolini is threatened by that nitwit of a king and the treasonable scoundrel of a crown prince, I decided to go with Stalin. In the last analysis, there were only three great statesmen in the world: Stalin, I, and Mussolini. Mussolini is the weakest, for he's been unable to break through the power of either the crown or the church. Stalin and I are the only ones who envision the future, and nothing but the future. Accordingly, in a few weeks, I will stretch out my hand to Stalin in the common German-Russian frontier and undertake the redistribution of the world with him. Now listen to this. Our strength consists in our speed and in our brutality. Genghis Khan led millions of women and children to slaughter with the premeditation and a happy heart. History sees him solely the founder of a state. It's a matter of indifference to me what a weak European civilization will say about me. I have issued the command, and I will have anyone who utters one word of criticism executed by a firing squad. That our war aim does not consist in reaching certain lines, but in physical destruction of the enemy. Accordingly, I have placed my death head formations in readiness. For the present only in the east, with orders to send them to death mercilessly and without compassion, men, women, and children of Polish descent and language. Only thus shall we gain the living space in which we need. Who, after all, speaks today of the annihilation of the Armenians? So what happened was the Turks went and killed the genocide of the Armenians. He saw that and said, the world did nothing. Nobody's even talking about that. I'm going in. I'm just going to kill everybody. I'm going to kill everybody in Poland. I'm going to kill anybody who stands in the way. And our speed and our brutality. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because of the last route that we did last week. It's on demand at theblaze.com. You saw the guy who is the father of modern Islamic extremism, the father of ISIS, truly is Adolf Hitler. The Armenians, do you know why they say it's the Armenian genocide? It wasn't just the Armenians that were killed. The Greek Christians were killed, and the Syrian Christians were killed. The same Christians that are being killed right now, their family members were killed in the Armenian genocide. The reason why they say that it's the Armenian genocide and not the Christian Holocaust, because that's what it was, the first real Christian Holocaust. They don't call it the Christian Holocaust to be able to protect Islam. So if we don't know history and we don't understand the brutality that is out there, and then understand that with God all things are possible, that we will make it, we're not going to make it. Somebody coming over from the Middle East, those Christians in the Middle East, those Christians in China that have been in jail, who are making our Christmas lights, who are in prison, in slave camps, making our Christmas lights because they were teaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. Those people come over here and they're like, what the hell is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Me personally, anything that wakes me up, anything that wakes people up and gives them the opportunity to see, yeah, you know what? It is not the natural state of man to be good to one another. It is man's natural state to be an enemy of God. If you leave natural man alone, he'll be the most brutal animal in the woods. We have to recognize it, and we have to work on it. Back in a minute. Sponsor this half hour is Blinds.com. Jumpstart your spring cleaning by refreshing your old musty window treatments with beautiful new blinds, shades, and shutters and drapes. No better way to revitalize that room that's been bugging you all winter than a quick window covering update from Blinds.com. It's easy, budget-friendly, and a way to refresh your room no matter your do-it-yourself prowess. We get several letters all the time. The one that has just come in recently, it was the one that says, I have upgraded 15 windows during my recent remodel. I heard about Blinds.com on a radio commercial with Glenn. I ordered one. I thought I would give him the order and see what happened. I was so impressed with the ease of the order, the quickness of shipping, the perfect fit, the quality of the blinds, and the fantastic prices that I ordered the other 14. Blinds.com is a company that I would recommend to anybody. That's why I recommend it to you. Tanya and I have used Blinds.com. Save up to 25% off top-selling window treatments all month long at Blinds.com. From blinds to shades to draperies, Blinds.com has you covered for your windows this March. As always, get free color samples, free shipping, free expert advice, and prices that crush the prices you find at stores. It's Blinds.com.
Glenn Beck! This is the Glenn Beck Program.
The Blaze Radio Network.
Let me tell you about a new way to prepare for emergencies. It's a source of backup power. So small, I can put it in my pocket or my glove box in the car, and it's so powerful, I can jumpstart a bus if I need to. Sounds crazy, but it's really not. I'm talking about a breakthrough in portable power technology called the Pocket Power Plus. I haven't started my car with it. Actually, a friend of mine has. I haven't, but I have recharged my cell phone and all my devices on the road. If you get stranded or you want to get off the grid for a while, it can become your personal mini power plant. You can run your electronic devices for hours, even days if you need to. The Pocket Power Plus delivers an enormous supply of on-demand power that can jumpstart almost any vehicle, even in the coldest winter days. It comes with free jumper cables and a full accessory pack. The best part, you can get Pocket Power Plus for half price by going to PocketPowerPlus.com, PocketPowerPlus.com. Use the promo code BLAZE and save even more. PocketPowerPlus.com.
Roush Fenway Racing continues to struggle. I'm Kyle Rickey. That story next on NASCAR Today, midday.
The future isn't some food in a pill, jetpack, sci-fi fantasy land. The future, your future, is real and urgent. And it starts tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Get into it today with the future of tough. The all-new 2015 Ford F-150. The first and only truck with a high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body. Up to 700 pounds lighter, so you can haul even more. All adding up to the toughest F-150 ever. So you can tow the most of any half-ton pickup. 12,200 pounds. And best-in-class gas fuel economy with an EPA estimated 26 highway miles per gallon. So you can go where the work takes you. The all-new Ford F-150. Climb in and feel what it's like to drive the future of tough.
Claims based on a properly equipped F-150. Classes full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds GVWR. EPA estimated fuel economy rating of 19 city, 26 highway, 22 combined MPG, 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 4x2. Actual mileage will vary.
Roush Fenway Racing continued their early season struggles over the weekend in Fontana, with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. scoring the best finish for the team of 15th. Although the team's NASCAR Xfinity Series teams are running well, team driver Greg Biffle says that is something you can't compare.
That certainly is a boost for our organization that the Xfinity cars are running well. And unfortunately, they're like black and white. They don't have anything to do with the Cup side. The cars are completely different. And, the ride height rules and all those things.
Biffle is currently 21st in the championship standings, the highest among the 3 Roush Fenway teams. For more, visit MRN.com. I'm Kyle Rickey. This is NASCAR Today Midday on the Motor Racing Network.
Glenn Beck.
We just started streaming with Meerkat this morning, just doing a quick test with Meerkat, and you can see all the behind the scenes if you go to Twitter and just go to my Twitter feed, and you can watch live streaming now off my Twitter feed, and Steve is going to be kind of showing the opposite side what the camera usually shows, so he'll be kind of, if you're watching TV, you'll see him kind of behind us for a little while.
Does everybody just know what Meerkat is now, except me?
No.
I mean, it's pretty new, right?
Yeah, I've heard about it a month ago, something like that. And now there's already a competitor for Meerkat. And Jeffy was telling me
it's a streaming social media thing.
Yeah, it's live. It connects to Twitter when you just with one button and you stream live to Twitter.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But there's already a competitor, and Jeffy, what did you say?
I just saw a tweet. Oh, Meerkat. Yeah, no, we're on Yik Yak.
it's like
Yik Yak.
Things are. I was talking to somebody in technology yesterday, and he was talking to me about how fast everything is changing. He's like, Glenn, you know, people are going to go out of business so fast. They're going to develop something. It'll be hot, and it will be over that fast. Yeah. Life is changing at the speed of light. Yay! Yay! I'm telling you, the zombies are coming.
Yeah, pretty soon we're all going to get a virus and start eating people. So enjoy it while you can.
Yay! More in a second.
The Glenn Beck Program.
The Blaze Radio Network.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Some authorities have now reached the remote crash site in the French Alps of an Airbus carrying 150 people.
Several French gendarmerie and French Air Force helicopters in the area. One touched down at the site of the crash, and they have said there are no survivors.
Fox's Greg Palcott.
The largest piece, the size of a car, so there are chunks of that plane out there. Early reports said that debris was spread over a 5-acre size area, so spread across that mountain.
The VA says it's relaxing a private medical care rule for veterans, those who live in rural areas needing to prove they live at least 40 miles from a VA health site. And a man who skipped out of jury duty 11 times over the past 2 years, arrested while inside a courthouse in Pennsylvania where he was trying to get relief from a child support ruling. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Geico Motorcycle presents Reflections from the Road.
Let me tell you, the road is a much more relaxing place since I switched to Geico Motorcycle Insurance and started saving money. With that taken care of, now I can think about deep, important things. Like how come it's a pair of pants when there's only one of them? A real brain teaser. But hey, at least saving money with Geico Motorcycle is as easy as pie. What does that mean anyway?
Geico Motorcycle Insurance. See how much you could save.
In the time you spent listening to this radio spot, you could have completed and submitted an entire expense report with a simple picture of your receipt. That's all it takes for you to get back to work and for your business to run more efficiently. To learn more and discover all the ways Concur helps manage your company's expenses, just go to tryconcur.com for a free test drive.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance, someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit George Mangan Insurance in Ocala today at www.manganinsurance.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
In a study involving more than 2,000 people, those with slimmer waistlines showed higher cognitive ability than those who were overweight or obese. Our pets improve our character and make us much better people. If your partner's the one who's stressed out, we know that you will be 25% more likely to be affected than a stranger would be. Yeah, be careful because stress is contagious.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Time now to spiff up your bling for spring. Make your rings look brand new. Our master jeweler at Goss & Son will rhodium finish your rings for just $69.95, regular price $75. It's like waxing your car. It brings that shine back and looks all brand new all over again. So come see us. Our downtown location, Goss & Son Jewelers, serving you downtown for 65 years.
Buried under receipts and confusing tax code? Let Crippen & Company help. They work hard to make the tax preparation process as painless as possible. With offices in Ocala and the Villages, their team is dedicated to helping clients with corporate and personal tax returns, bookkeeping for businesses, and estate planning for the future. Crippen & Company crafts a truly customized experience for each client's needs while alleviating stress and creating a big picture of your overall financial health. Call 352-732-4260 or visit crippencpa.com to get started.
Listening to the Glenn Beck program.
He announces for president, then he just blows us off.
Yeah.
I get it, Ted Cruz. We're done with you. You're dead to us. Ted Cruz is going to be with us in just a few minutes. He's supposed to be with us now, but probably running a little late. He's, I don't know, probably a little bit sleepy from yesterday.
Plus, he is a U.S. senator, and sometimes they get involved in stuff.
We're radio show hosts.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Already making excuses.
Man. I want to talk to him about what is it like to announce you're running for president of the United States.
Oh, what a crazy day that must have been yesterday. I mean, he was doing events all into the night.
What is that like? What is that like?
I wouldn't want to do it. I'll tell you, because from now until November 4th or 6th or whatever it is in 2016, it's nonstop.
Yeah.
It's non-stinking stop.
If he were to be successful, it's 20 months of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rafe and I have been talking about it.
And then that's really the beginning, because when you're president, it's worse.
There's no stopping, obviously.
It's at least as bad, right? As campaigning the whole time.
Yeah. Rafe and I have been talking about it.
About running for president?
Mm-hmm.
Which one of you?
I don't know. Either him or me. I'm not sure.
I'm going him.
You going him?
I'm going him.
Okay, he's only 10.
I'd take him now over you.
We'll wait.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
We'll
Over
wait
me?
25 years.
Oh, yes.
I think I'd be a good president.
It's only a quarter
I'd
of a
solve
century.
these problems.
No, would you?
Oh, I'd solve these problems. Yeah. Don't need Congress.
I will say that if you were president, we wouldn't be worrying about the problems we're worrying about today. There would be a different set of problems. These would be like, it's kind of like one of those things like, oh, my arm hurts. Oh, well, let me break your leg. That would be the
No, I
Glenn
wouldn't
Beck
break
philosophy.
it. I would just say, you're probably going to break your leg soon.
Well, all right. That's as you say it.
I could be the scariest president ever. Not just because of what I would do, but because of things I would bring to everybody's attention. Okay, I just wanted to call you into the Oval Office today because I just found out about some stuff. This is going to blow your mind.
And you wouldn't be able to keep a single secret.
No.
You would find out stuff and you'd be on the air with it like in 15 minutes.
Be like, you guys have to know about this.
I got it.
Okay, the alien thing, it's real.
I'm not supposed to tell you, but don't say anything to anybody.
Yeah.
But I was just at Area 51.
Right. Let me tell you, this is what I'm going to do with the Russians. Now, let's just keep this between us. The great thing is, our allies would be scared witless.
Something